Hey, Tony Gash is here, popping in. Now listen, got some videos coming for you, and so try to stay tuned while I am on my retreat. These are the retreat specials, going through some topics, some questions that I receive, and so we'll be addressing these. So make sure you lock in. Should go out like I would say noon Eastern every day while I'm hosting the retreat in Costa Rica. Remember, all the important links are in the description. Now, one of the things that I want you to think about, because this is what causes a lot of problems in our relationships, and that is men being emotionally unavailable. And I need you to understand that it's getting worse. So you have to be very intentional. You got to be very mindful. You got to pay attention, because with the society we live in and social media working the way it works, it's stuff is going viral every day. So you got these street interviewers, they go around and they make these interviews with these women, and they'll go ask this woman, they'll say, hey, how many men you done slept with? The woman say 50 men. Ask the next woman, she say 30 men. Ask the next woman, she say 20 men. Then they'll ask the women, hey, have you had a threesome? They'll say, yeah. Ask the next one, yeah. Then they'll say, what's the worst thing you done did? The lady say, slept with my ex-boyfriend, best friend. Slept with my best friend, brother. And they just say all this craziness, give me a stomach ache just saying it. That leads to men taking that stuff to heart and feeling like all women are bops, all women are cheaters. You can't drop your guard. You can't trust a woman. And trust me, I mentor young men. I have a boys program. I have an 18-year-old son. This is the type of stuff I'm hearing from that younger generation. But you also hearing it in these 30 and 40-year-old podcasters, even if they don't say it out their voice. So that's why you have to be very, very intentional, and you got to be mindful, and you got to look for, is this man emotionally available? And in doing so, that's where you're going to be able to decide whether you should throw in a towel and go on about your business, or whether you're going to try to stay and make it work. And I'll be honest with you, there are men who you might be with the man 5, 10, 15 years and he never drop his guard and fall in love. So you have to be mindful of that. So here are some of the signs of a man who is emotionally unavailable. And understand, I'm just flowing with this. I don't have this written down. So I'm coming off the top of my dome. That's why I'm looking you right in your eyes. And so we're gonna build, and I'm gonna point on some topics, and so we'll kind of bounce around a little bit, but you write this here down and get this in your spirit. So when a man is not consistent, that is one of the signs that he's emotionally unavailable. But let me explain consistency, because a lot of y'all get it twisted. When this man is calling you every other day and he's texting you just as much or more than he is calling you, he is emotionally unavailable. A man who wants you and he's open and he's ready, he's going to communicate with you daily. And if he's able and you are able, he's going to want to get on the phone daily. At the highest level, he's going to want to see your face daily. So FaceTime or Zoom or whatever it is, Skype or whatever you got, he's going to want to see your face. The next level is just wanting to hear your voice. And then the next level is just wanting to text you. And then the next level is every other day. Then you go on, so on and so forth from there. So the reason why he don't want to talk every day is because he's juggling his options. He weighing his options, he juggling his options. And that's one of those things to where he trying to see, okay, what's going on here? He trying to see, and what he trying to work out is this woman a different type of woman? Can I trust this woman? And he's keeping you at bay because he knows in the interim, when he's not available, that you thinking about him, you fantasize about him, and you could end up falling for him. So that's what he's doing. That is an emotionally unavailable man. Now, don't get it twisted. A man who reach out to you every day, that's a great thing. But if he trying to talk to you 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day, then that's love bombing. You got a life, he got a life, and that should be clear and evident, and y'all should have some type of boundaries on the time and how much time y'all talking. Don't give into that, oh, let's talk 10 hours a day type of thing, thinking that it's so cute. No, you're being love bombed, and that's gonna come back to bite you in the behind 9 out of 10 times. It might be an exception to the rule out there, but 9 out of 10 times it's gonna come back to bite you in the behind. Now, another sign that this man is emotionally unavailable is he's going to be a little rude or crass, meaning he's not going to say things the way you want him to say it, and he will at times intentionally say things that he knows is going to jar you, trigger you, bother you, or hurt you. So you got to pay attention to his language. How a man talks to you, how he speaks to you says a lot about where his heart is and how he sees you. So don't take it like, oh, he just a man's man. Oh, he just tough. Oh, he just communicate like that. Oh, that this and that, this and that. No, no. He emotionally unavailable. And so you got to realize that. Another man, another sign that this man is emotionally unavailable is when he is trauma dumping. So when he want to talk to you all the time about his ex, about his mama, about this person, that person, when he want to talk to you all the time about this, that man is hurting. He needs therapy. He's not going to drop his guard and be vulnerable and let you all the way in. He using you as a therapist that he can sleep with if y'all sleeping together. If you're not sleeping together, then he just using you straight up as a therapist. So you got to be mindful and aware of that. And this gonna show you, and you're gonna be able to see this, and you have to pay attention when you see it. Now, another sign of a man who is emotionally unavailable is a man who is vice ridden. Now, I just put those words together like that, but what I mean is he is overtaken by a vice or vices. And if you don't know what a vice is, let me explain to you. So, gambling, smoking, drinking, video games, pornography, stuff like that. Food, sugar, candy, whatever it is. A vice, something that overall is not healthy for him. It's detrimental to his health. When you see a man who has a strong addiction to a vice, that man is emotionally unavailable, and the proof of that is he's using that vice as a coping mechanism. And until he gets control of that addiction, whatever it may be, he's not going to be able to truly fall in love with you and be the man that you need. So you have to understand that. Now, some of this stuff can apply to women too. So if you're a man watching this, just invert it, or if you're just watching it just to see if you are emotionally unavailable, it's not a one size fits all. So you could be emotionally available and just don't realize it. So understand that right there. So in this process, as you're looking at this and you starting to realize, what I need you to understand is that you cannot go in and feel like you're going to pour into a closed lid. Don't feel like you finna build and you finna fall in love and you finna start a relationship and have this rapport and this chemistry with a man who is just not open. He's just not there. Another sign now, as you're thinking about this, I want you to think of another sign of a man who is emotionally unavailable is his history and his biography having elements in them, or a lot of elements in them, where he wasn't given love or shown love or raised with love and in love. So if the man did not have a father in the home, or did not have a loving mother in the home, loving father, if the man comes from extreme poverty or just a very rough and tough, dangerous city, that man, there's a strong possibility he could be unavailable emotionally. And you have to understand that because he hasn't been taught how to love. Like, that's just not in his wheelhouse. It's not what he knows, it's not what he does. So you got to understand that, okay, this ain't what it looks like. Like, this harder than what I thought. And I need to realize and be mindful and open up and understand that everybody's life is different. And always remember, sometimes there are people, what I need you to understand is, there are people who were raised so cold, they don't know how to be warm. Now, that right there. So when you got this person, this man, he's not too affectionate, he's not too expressive, not too open with his feelings, not too sexual. When I say sexual, I mean even like just cuddling on you and stuff like that. Don't mean trying to get in bed. But when you got a man like that, there's a good sign. That is a sign that he's emotionally unavailable. So I want you to think about it like this. Is the lid closed or is the lid open? Is he expressive, communicative? Is he kind? Is he patient? Is he consistent? Those are the things you have to think about, because what's happening right now is women are getting with men who are emotionally unavailable, and those men are raking those women over the coals. They really getting over, they really taking advantage. They doing anything and everything they want to do to the woman. The woman, she cries, she pout or whatever, but she come back. And that right there is not healthy, and you cannot continue in that cycle. So when you look at a lot of our relationships, and especially when you look into the media and you're looking at pop culture or whatever it may be, one thing that you're gonna notice and that you're gonna see happen over and over is that when you look into this, you're gonna see that, okay, this right here, this situation, this man been with this woman for 15, 20 years, and he still hasn't married her. That's because he's emotionally unavailable. You're gonna see 5, 7, 10 years, still hasn't married her. You're gonna see men who they've been in a relationship for 15 years with the woman, and they cheating on her. Still cheating on her. You like, what in the world? Like, how are you cheating on this woman? Like, are you not too old to still be cheating? Like, did the thing still get up like that? Does it still work like that? Like, what's going on? Like, how can you be doing this? And that's the thing. It's a situation where the man is emotionally unavailable. So he came in and it's like, no, I got to get what I can get. This woman not my teammate. This woman is my opponent. So rewind this, go back through this, write these signs down, add other signs that may be similar or relate a little bit, add those to the list and go through that, get that in your spirit. So when you recognize some of these things or all of these things or one of these things, you can inquire within. You could go a little deeper, you could watch a little closer, and you got to be careful. So, hey, remember, important links in the description. Got my discounted sessions. Been having a lot of fun talking to y'all. Got a call coming up. You know, right now I actually had to push back 15 minutes so I could shoot this video. So in between. And so click that link, grab, it's gonna be in December now. It's gonna be in December. If you scheduled on mymentor.life and you didn't get the link to my updated calendar on Calendly, then send an email in so I could get that to you. If I miss y'all emails, support emails and all of that. Y'all give me some time. I'm gonna get back to you. Keep your head up. I'm gonna definitely get back to you. But on the retreat, Costa Rica, watch out for the next one. Make sure you subscribe to the Love Levels channel. Posted a video over there, so you'll see that. God bless you. Keep your head up. We'll talk soon.